You there, elf. What's your name?
It's Pick, sir.
Go tell Turnlow Game that the war party's ready to begin scouting. We'll send word if we find anything amiss.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
You're the dwarf who walks with the Grey Wardens. A respectable decision.
Тебе много известно о нас, гномах?
Some, like all Ash warriors. Our training originates from the dwarves. Is there something you wanted? We have no time for idle chatter.
Вы не похожи на других солдат.
We aren't. We're Ash warriors, as you should well know.
Вы обучались с гномами-берсерками?
Our discipline was passed down to us from the time of Luthias the Dwarf Son. He trained with the berserkers of your kind, long ago.
Вы такие же, как берсерки Арзамара?
Perhaps. I've never been, so I cannot say for certain, but I'm told our traditions are the same. We harness the rage inside us, nurture it, and draw it out so we cannot fall in battle until our last foe is slain. It is a dwarven discipline, but we've adapted it to let us fight alongside our hounds. That is our way. I trust my hound with my life, as he trusts me with his.
Эти собаки так хороши в бою?
A trained Mabari hound is as dangerous as any sword. We do not speak of a city pet or those things that sit in an old woman's lap.
Что вы собираетесь делать?
To scout the wilds and watch the progression of the Darkspawn horde. With luck, we'll find and slaughter many stragglers. The hunt will be good if my hound survives the blood of his prey. If he dies, I shall mourn tonight.
Погибнет от крови? Это как?
Darkspawn blood is poisonous, but not always fatal. Those who survive grow immune to its effects. The wardens say that tainted blood drives even the survivors mad eventually. But not today. Today, we hunt and we kill.
Тогда, может, лучше не брать собак в бой?
They fight at our side. We don't fret over their safety as if they were children.
Мне пора.
My thanks. There is hunting to be done, and I'll not be kept from it.
May the Maker preserve us all. They say the Darkspawn horde has grown larger.
You may not want to remain here long, Warden. Most of these men have been tainted by the Darkspawn blood.
You need to convince them. We've got to run. The Darkspawn are coming.
Почему ты так говоришь?
I saw them. We're gonna die.
I apologize, Warden. He's been like this ever since they found him in the wilds.
Что же с ним случилось?
Aside from his wounds, we're not sure. His blood is untainted. He's just terrified.
You can feel it, can't you? They taint the land, turn it black and sick. Oh, you can feel it inside. They'll come out of that forest and spread. Like caterpillars covering a tree. They'll swallow us whole.
That's quite enough out of you. You need to calm yourself, my good man.
They were everywhere. I saw them.
In the name of Andraste, I bless you today.
Greetings. You must be the third recruit we've heard about.
So let it be.
Да, я Джейн.
Sir Jury is my name. I hail from Redcliffe, where I served as knight under the command of Arlayman. I wasn't aware dwarves could be Grey Wardens. I've only seen a few of your folk in the castle dealing with the smithy.
Вообще-то не все гномы кузнецы.
Of course, my father was the castle smith, so I encountered dwarves through him. I hope we're both lucky enough to eventually join the Wardens. Is it not thrilling to be given that chance?
Да, я с нетерпением жду этого.
I fought hard to get here. Impressing Duncan was not easy. Tell me, has anyone told you what this joining ritual entails?
Лишь то, что он небезопасен.
I never heard of such a ritual. I had no idea there were more tests after getting recruited. I suppose since you're finally here, I'd best get back to Duncan. I shall see you there.
Huh. Someone finally comes and talks to the lone prisoner. I don't suppose you've come to sentence me.
А тебе еще не вынесли приговор?
No. They put someone like me in a cage until someone important has time to decide what to do with me. I don't suppose you have a bit of kindness in you. All I want is food and water. They haven't fed me since I was locked up and I'm starving.
С чего бы это я стану тебе помогать?
Because you might want something I don't need. Them circle wizards got a chest they keep things in. Magical things. And I stole the key. That's why I'm here. I got one of them drunk, took his key and tried to sneak to the chest. They assumed I was deserting. I can't use it from here. But I'd trade you for some food and water.
Ладно, погляжу, что можно сделать.
Just ask my guard for his. He's still got some dinner. I saw him put it in his coat.
Lucky dog. You Grey Wardens get to ride with the king while I'm left with the drudgery of guarding this deserter. They should have just hanged him. Put his head on a pike as an example.
А кто он этот арестованный?
They say he was recruited before the war up in Dinnerham. Probably figured he'd never have to fight if he served the king, right?
Похоже, ты мог бы найти себе лучшее применение, чем целый день тут его сторожить.
I can't just let him go, can I? The army will figure out what to do with him. Probably just waiting for someone important to make a decision. Then they'll hang him, I expect. And I can go and do something else.
Почему же он дезертировал?
Why does anyone want to desert? Because he thinks he's going to die and he's a bloody coward, that's why. Either that or he's been listening to a bunch of hogwash about how the Darkspawn will drag you off and eat you. Don't expect it was an enlightening conversation.
Он просит еды и воды.
Did he now? Since nobody sends me nothing to feed him with, the only way we'll get that is if I give him mine.
Так поделись с ним. Его же скоро могут повесить.
All right, all right. I guess the poor fella could stand to have one meal in his belly before he hangs. Don't know why you care. I had nothing to do with it, though. If anyone asks why he's burping, I'm gonna say it was you. Just so you know.
So? Brought me some food, have you? I'm so hungry I could faint dead away.
Вот, поешь.
Much obliged. May Andraste herself rain blessings upon you. And, as I mentioned, here's the key. Use it in good health, huh?
What is it now? Haven't Grey Wardens asked more than enough of the Circle?
I simply came to deliver a message from the revered mother, Sir Mage. She desires your presence.
What her reverence desires is of no concern to me. I am busy helping the Grey Wardens, by the King's orders, I might add.
Should I have asked her to write a note?
Tell her I will not be harassed in this manner.
Yes, I was harassing you by delivering a message.
Your glibness does you no credit.
Here I thought we were getting along so well. I was even going to name one of my children after you. The Grumpy One.
Enough. I will speak to the woman if I must. Get out of my way, fool.
You know, One good thing about the Blight is how it brings people together.
Для человека ты довольно-таки странный.
You're not the first to tell me that. Wait, we haven't met, have we? I don't suppose you happen to be another mage?
Да, мы не знакомы. Ты должно быть Алистер.
And that makes you Duncan's new recruit, I suppose. Glad to meet you. As the junior member of the Order, I'll be accompanying you when you prepare for the joining.
Рада знакомству. Меня зовут Джейн.
Right, that was the name. There haven't been any dwarven Grey Wardens in some time. You must know a lot about Darkspawn.
Мы воюем с ними многие столетия.
Hard to believe most folks here think the Darkspawn disappeared after the last Blight, when your people still suffer every day. Anyhow, whenever you're ready, let's get back to Duncan. I imagine he's eager to get things started.
Ссора с свидетелем, которой я стала. В чем там было дело?
With the mage. The Circle is here at the King's request, and the Chantry doesn't like that one bit. They just love letting mages know how unwelcome they are. Which puts me in a bit of an awkward position. I was once a Templar.
Ты преследовал магов?
Not that that's all Templars do, but yes. The Chantry raised me until Duncan recruited me 6 months ago. I'm sure the revered mother meant it as an insult, sending me as her messenger, and the mage picked right up on that. I never would have agreed to deliver it, but Duncan says we're all to cooperate and get along. Apparently they didn't get the same speech.
Идем.
If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, lead on.
Soldiers of Ferelden, then gentlefolk, we stand.
You found Alistair, did you? Good. I'll assume you're ready to begin preparations. Assuming, of course, that you're quite finished riling up mages, Alistair.
What can I say? The revered mother ambushed me. The way she wields guilt, they should stick her in the army.
She forced you to sass the mage, did she? We cannot afford to antagonize anyone, Alistair. We don't need to give anyone more ammunition against us.
You're right, Duncan. I apologize.
Now then, since you're all here, we can begin. You four will be heading into the Kokari Wilds to perform 2 tasks. The first is to obtain 3 vials of Darkspawn blood, 1 for each recruit.
А зачем нам кровь порождений тьмы?
For the joining itself. I'll explain more once you've returned.
А второе?
There was once a Grey Warden archive in the wilds, abandoned long ago when we could no longer afford to maintain such remote outposts. It has recently come to our attention that some scrolls have been left behind, magically sealed to protect them. Alistair, I want you to retrieve these scrolls if you can.
А что это за свитки?
Old treaties, if you're curious. Promises of support made to the Grey Wardens long ago. They were once considered only formalities. With so many having forgotten their commitments to us, I suspect it may be a good idea to have something to remind them with.
А если их там уже нет?
It's possible the scrolls may have been destroyed or even stolen, though the seal's magic should have protected them. Only a Grey Warden can break such a seal.
I don't understand. Why leave such things in a ruin if they're so valuable?
It was assumed that we would someday return. A great many things were assumed that have not held true.
Добыть архивы и 3 пузырька крови. Ясно.
Watch over your charges, Alistair. Return quickly and safely.
We will.
Then may the Maker watch over your path. I will see you when you return.
It is begun.
Hail. I'm told you all have business in the wilds. The gate's open for you. Just be careful out there. Even a Grey Warden won't be safe in the forest tonight.
Let's get what we came for and head back to Duncan.
I am ready.
Говорите, вы из Редклифа?
I hail from Redcliffe, but Duncan recruited me in Highover, a city off the northern coast. Have you traveled there?
Нет, не доводилось.
I was in Arlayman's retinue when he attended King Maric's funeral. It was in Highover that I met my Helena. I was smitten. She has the most beautiful eyes, my Helena. Now, for years, I found any excuse to return there. We married a year ago. Arlayman gave me leave to serve in Highover, but I was attempting to persuade Helena to come to Redcliffe with me, at least until I was recruited.
Так вы ее бросили?
Never. I will return to her once my duty is done and the Blight defeated.
А как вас нашли серые стражи?
Last month, Duncan visited Highover, and the band held a tournament in his honor. I won the Grand Melee. It was hard to leave my wife. We married only a year ago, and she is heavy with child now. But Ferelden needs my blade, and I shall not falter. Indeed.
Yes?
Давид, ты откуда?
I grew up in a village about a day's trip to the east. Little blot you wouldn't even find on a map. Haven't been back in years. I struck out for the city as soon as I could outrun my pa. I've been in Denerim for what, 6 years now? Never liked it much, but there's more purses there than anywhere else.
Так, ты срезаешь кошельки?
And a pickpocket, thank you very much. Or was, anyhow. Who'd ever guess I'd end up a Grey Warden?
А как тебя нашли серые стражи?
I found them. I cut Duncan's purse while he was standing in a crowd. He grabs my wrist, but I squirm out and bolt. The old bugger can run, but the garrison caught me first. I'm a wanted man in Denerim, you see, so they were going to string me up right there.
И что потом?
Duncan stopped them. Invoked the right of conscription. I gave the garrison the finger while I was walking away. Don't know why Duncan wants someone like me, but he says finesse is important and that I'm fast with a blade. You bet your boots I am. Besides, it beats getting strung up.
И как тебе, Дункан?
All right for an old bugger. He's faster than he looks too.
Идем.
Hey, I'm following you, aren't I?
what?
Very well.
Let's gain the advantage.
As you say.
Over here. Who is that? Grey Wardens?
Well, he's not half as dead as he looks, is he?
My scouting band was attacked by Darkspawn. They came out of the ground. Please help me. I've got to return to camp.
Давай хотя бы перевяжем его.
I have bandages in my pack.
Thank you. I've got to get out of here.
Did you hear? An entire patrol of seasoned men killed by Darkspawn.
Calm down, Sir Jory. We'll be fine if we're careful.
Those soldiers were careful, and they were still overwhelmed. How many Darkspawn can the four of us slay? A dozen? 100? There's an entire army in these forests.
There are Darkspawn about, but we're in no danger of walking into the bulk of the horde.
How do you know? I'm not a coward, but this is foolish and reckless. We should go back.
По-моему, ты говоришь как трус.
I am simply trying to stay alive. You do not see me fleeing, do you?
A bit of fear isn't unnatural, you know. Few relish meeting Darkspawn up close. I know I don't.
Что ж, тогда к делу.
Know this. All Grey Wardens can sense Darkspawn. Whatever their cunning, I guarantee they won't take us by surprise. That's why I'm here.
You see, Sir Knight, we might die, but we'll be warned about it first.
That is reassuring.
That doesn't mean I'm here to make this easy, however. So let's get a move on. Look there. Poor slobs. That just seems so excessive.
It shall be done. Very well.
Я не стану лежать неподвижно в постели, натянув до подбородка одеяло и ожидая, когда пробьет смертный час. Талант Винт проявился рано, особенно ее способности в целительной магии. Все наставники хорошо относились к ней и ценили как весьма одаренную ученицу. Даже надзиравшие за ней храмовники не могли не признать, что она воплощает в себе все лучшее, что может предложить круг. В молодости Вин была разумной, уверенной в себе и не по годам зрелой. Много лет она обучала молодежь в круге, и сотоварищи так высоко ценили ее, что даже предложили стать после Ирвинга первым чародеем. Но она отказалась, заявив, что совершенно не хочет быть на первых ролях. Когда до башни дошло известие о том, что король Кайлан собирает войско, Вин добровольно отправилась в Астагар. Завещание Ригби. Тому, кто найдет эту запись. Это последняя воля и завещание миссионера Ригби, гордо несущего слово Создателя. Я прибыл в дикие земли, чтобы провозгласить песню, но боюсь, суждено мне погибнуть здесь от рук порождений тьмы. Все, что принес сюда с собой, я завещаю своей жене Джетти. Если читающий эти строки захочет сделать доброе дело, пусть найдет шкатулку, которую я зарыл в нашем лагере, расположенном в Тивиндерских развалинах, в западной части диких земель. Завещаю, дабы шкатулку эту доставили моей жене в Редклифф, непременно в запертом виде. Прошу прощения у жены и сына за то, что мои труды разлучили нас, но знаю, я умру, служа Создателю. Записки хасидов. Несомненно, хасидские варвары весьма сообразительны. По-разному располагая камни, они оставляют друг другу знаки и указатели на тропах диких земель. Так они помечают маршруты, сообщают о примечательных местах и даже предупреждают об опасностях способом, который не поймет большинство чужаков. Интересно, что для нетренированного глаза указатели эти выглядят как обычные груды камней. Я посвятил немало времени расшифровке этих знаков и думаю, близок к разгадке. Знаки, очевидно, указывают на местоположение Орды или на некое секретное хранилище хасидов. Однако я до сих пор не обнаружил только часть послания. Думаю, если мне удастся отыскать все знаки и прочесть послание целиком, я найду это тайное хранилище и узнаю, что за сокровища прячут там хасиды. Один такой знак я нашел недалеко от лагеря под деревом, навалившимся на развалины. Вроде бы каждый знак указывает на один или два других. Говорят, орда порождений тьмы приближается. Надеюсь найти это хасидское сокровище, пока еще не поздно. Алистер. Знаешь, что хорошо в этом море? Так это то, что он всех сплачивает. Алистер был начинающим храмовником, когда Дункан завербовал его в серые стражи. Или спас, как любит говорить сам Алистер. Харлоки. Выше ростом, чем их собратья Генлоки. Почти с человека, но обладает мощным телосложением и невероятной силой. Ударной силой порождения тьмы бывал порой одиночный Харлок-берсеркер, который сражался сразу с множеством противников. Было известно, что они украшали себя грубо сделанными татуировками, отражавшими все их деяния смертоубийства, хотя никто не мог сказать, было ли это у них в обязательном обычае или делалось по желанию. Боевой пес Мабари. Собаки – это важная часть фералденской культуры, а среди собак выше всего ценится Мабари. Это порода древняя, как легенда. Говорят, ее вывели из волков, которые служили Дейн. Мабари, высоко ценимые за ум и преданность, представляют собой не просто хорошее оружие или символ высокого положения в обществе. Эти псы сами избирают своих хозяев и служат им всю жизнь. В любом уголке Фералдена хозяина Мабари тотчас признают достойным человеком. Мабари – существенная часть фералденской военной тактики. Обученные псы без труда могут стащить с коня рыцарей или порвать строй пикинеров, а вид волны боевых псов, которые с рычанием и воем катятся на врага, часто вызывает панику и у самых закаленных пехотинцев. Волк. Репутацию, которой волки пользуются в Фералдене, не назовешь заслуженной и справедливой. Народ, обожающий собак, настолько подозрительно относится к волкам, что это выглядит неразумным. Однако так могут думать лишь те, кто не знаком со старинными легендами об оборотнях. В истории Фералдена были времена, когда демоны в больших количествах вселялись в тела волков и затевали войны с людьми, распространяя страх и панику. Оборотни истребили. Однако мы и по сей день с недоверием относятся к благородным животным. Нападение волков на человека случается в наше время очень редко. Обычно только в тяжелые годы. Да и то, если волки превосходят людей числом. Однако во время мора все может измениться. Выход порождений тьмы на поверхность оказывает сильнейшее воздействие на обычных диких животных. В прошлые моры, по мере распространения порождений тьмы по диким властям Тедоса, разносимое ими скверно заражало зверей. При этом более сильные животные могли выжить, но превратиться в злобные и опасные существа. В качестве примера можно привести морового волка, который, обезумев от боли, причиняемой скверной, мечется по земле, и лишь благодаря неодолимому зову, исходящему от порождений тьмы, сохраняет некое подобие стайных инстинктов. Моровые волки всегда собираются в крупные стаи и одолевают одиночную жертву числом. К счастью, со скверной в крови эти существа живут относительно недолго.
I shall do it. As you say.
Well, well. What have we here? Are you a vulture, I wonder? A scavenger, poking amidst a corpse whose bones were long since cleaned? Or merely an intruder, come into these darkspawn-filled wilds of mine in search of easy prey? What say you, Scavenger or intruder?
Ни то, ни другое. Когда-то этой башней владели серые стражи.
Tis a tower no longer. The wilds have obviously claimed this desiccated corpse. I have watched your progress for some time. Where do they go, I wondered? Why are they here? And now you disturb ashes none have touched for so long. Why is that?
Don't answer her. She looks chastened, and that means others may be nearby.
Oh, you fear barbarians will swoop down upon you.
Yes, swooping is bad.
She's a witch of the wilds, she is. She'll turn us into toads.
Witch of the wilds. Such idle fancies, those legends. Have you no minds of your own? You there, dwarf. You have nothing to fear from any witch. Tell me your name, and I shall tell you mine. Let us be civilized.
Мое имя Джейн.
And you may call me Morrigan, if you wish. Shall I guess your purpose? You sought something in that chest? Something that is here no longer?
Here no longer. You stole them, didn't you? You're some kind of sneaky witch thief.
How very eloquent. How does one steal from dead men?
Quite easily, it seems. Those documents are Grey Warden property, and I suggest you return them.
I will not, for 'twas not I who removed them. Invoke a name that means nothing here any longer if you wish. I am not threatened.
Тогда кто их взял?
'Twas my mother, in fact.
Ты можешь отвезти нас к ней?
There is a sensible request. I like you.
I'd be careful. First it's, I like you, but then zap. Frog time.
She'll put us all in the pot, she will. Just you watch.
If the pot's warmer than this forest, it'd be a nice change.
Follow me then, if it pleases you. Greetings, Mother. I bring before you 4 Grey Wardens who...
I see them, girl. Much as I expected.
Are we supposed to believe you were expecting us?
You are required to do nothing, least of all believe. Shut one's eyes tight or open one's arms wide. Either way, one's a fool.
She's a witch, I tell you. We shouldn't be talking to her.
Quiet, Davith. If she's really a witch, do you want to make her mad?
There is a smart lad. Sadly irrelevant to the larger scheme of things, but it is not I who decides. Believe what you will. And what of you? Does your dwarven mind give you a different viewpoint? What do you believe?
Не знаю точно, во что верить.
A statement that possesses more wisdom than it implies. Be always aware. Or is it oblivious? I can never remember. So much about you is uncertain, and yet I believe. Do I? Why, it seems I do.
So this is a dreaded witch of the wilds.
Witch of the Wilds, huh? Morrigan must have told you that. She fancies such tales, though she would never admit it. Oh, how she dances under the moon.
I did not come to listen to your wild tales, Mother.
True, they came for their treaties, yes? And before you begin barking, your precious seal wore off long ago. I have protected these.
You... Oh, you protected them.
And why not? Take them to your Grey Wardens and tell them this blight's threat is greater than they realize.
Спасибо за то, что вернула их.
Such manners. Always in the last place you look. Like stockings. Oh, do not mind me. You have what you came for.
Time for you to go, then.
Do not be ridiculous, girl. These are your guests.
Oh, very well. I will show you out of the woods. Follow me,